It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert now. And incomplete to open things up. You look at this Colt defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now here's another carry for Harris. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On is the Chargers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Ready?
Looking to put a drive together. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Ready.
Back to throw. Conrad. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Watch out now. 52. Down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The Colts at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st and 10 at the
38.
38.
Black shot. Hut.
Off play action. Conrad. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Ready. Set. Ready. Ready.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Let's go now. 52 blue. White. White. Set. Hut.
They go play action here on first down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Black 40. Hut. Hut.
From the gun on 3rd down, Conrad. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The slot man in motion right. Herbert off of play action. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Harris running straight ahead. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First down, Chargers.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And down inside the 15. Shy of the 10.
It's a gain of
The Chargers
18.
passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First down, Chargers.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter.
380. Good.
Now a first, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Set.
On third down, here's Harris. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Chargers field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with 4th down and 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash and a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go, gets by him, and now a little daylight. Still fighting for more. Najee Harris. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Najee Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
To kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
On the ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
10 black. Blaster, 6. Ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Deion Henley in there to bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Green Jack. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Drill. 52. 52 blue. Set.
Off the play fake. Conrad. That's to his tight end, Tanner Warren. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Ready. Fight.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Come on. Set. Yellow. 22. 22.
Again, it's Taylor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Here we go.
Down and 4.
Black. White. White. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Conrad. That is caught. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Home to try. Set. Ready.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Here we go.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now it's 2nd and 10. A short one there, caught by Warren. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Field, black. 45, Fury, yellow, ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Back to throw again. He's going to loft it deep right sideline.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That's to Warren, his tight end.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw now on first down.
Open man, the tight end Warren.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Tyler Warren,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10. throwing to start the drive. Conrad. A short throw caught by Andrews. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Fight 60.
Second and 2.
That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Black Ultra.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Black 40. Ready?
Looking to throw. Conrad.
To the right side and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
To kick off for the Chargers.
One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Set, hunt. 60 red. 6 ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
It's a gain of 20.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They hand it, and he loses the football the second time. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them all. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
First down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down and 8.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
That's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 1 now.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Trying to run for it with Hampton.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Here's Herbert.
To the left side, he's got McConkey.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Lad McConkey,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point try now from Dicker.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Here we go. 10 black. 43 right. Cut.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Black. Flag blue. Green jack. Ready?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Conrad. He finds his man. Complete. It's Dawson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready. Black 40. Ready.
Off play action. Conrad. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. A third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Ready. Set.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Red, yellow. 52 blue. Set.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
At the 22-yard
Six.
line.
Mega. Set. Hut. 50 green. Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Set. Ready. Set. Hut.
Looking to throw. Conrad.
Oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Right.
Brings up a 3rd
This
down.
offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10.
Smash. Red. Hut.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
First down, Chargers.
A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Slot man moves right. Play action. It's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The strong windows go a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Here we go.
I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads and start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Spike 60. Black shot. Set.
Operating from the gun, Conrad. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Claws 10. 60 red. Red. Cycle. Blaster 6. Hut, hut.
From the gun on 3rd down, Conrad. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Dawson. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard
Ready.
line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
At the 39-yard line.
Green. Ready.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That's another Colts. First down. First and 10 at the
Come
18-yard
on,
line.
set. Red, 38. Ready?
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a
He'll
yard.
lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
At the Chargers' 19-yard line.
Let's go. Hut.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Tyler Warren was the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
And 11.
Set. Hut. Black. 95. Zulu. Black. Fury. Yellow. Blue. Striker. White. White. Set.
Back to throw. Conrad. Throw left side complete. That's Dawson. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's fourth down.
And his kick here is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Los Angeles.
Back to Hampton on first down. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Herbert off of play action. This is intercepted.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick 6 for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monsters, we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. There he goes right side.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown, LA.
So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there, because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
Chargers
Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
Down. Yellow.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 123 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Come on,
at the
back.
Chargers' 39-yard line.
10 black. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now again to Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down right at the
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Here we go.
10 at the 13-yard line.
32.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that could be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Colts, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.